In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the JavaScript Dom selectors. As you can see on my screen, I have a HTML page which says Dom selector, welcome to my page. Now I'm going to head over to the Sublime Text Editor where I have the HTML code for that page. I'm going to go over to the selector.js JavaScript file. I'm going to create a variable set variable selector. I'm going to say document get element by ID. This is very popular one for getting the ID of HTML element. You can put the ID name. Now I'm going to head over to the web.html file. I'm going to go down below. You can see this welcome to my web page with an ID of paragraph. I'm going to get that element using this document to get that element by ID. I'm going to put a paragraph. Now I've got the element. Now I'm going to do whatever I want to this element. I'm going to say selector dot style. I want to change the color of that element. Color. I'm going to set the color to red. When I save this and go back to the browser and reload this page, you can see the name, the element welcome to my page, which is that paragraph, the color changed to red. The second way you can do this is by using the query selector. You can say document query selector. Query selector is actually like a hybrid way of doing it. You can actually get the class name with the element or the ID name. Now I want to get the ID in CSS. The way to do that, you want to use the hash symbol hash. You want to call the elements which calls P. You want to get the ID which called paragraph. Now same thing. I'm going to say selector.style.color. Save this. I'm going to go back to the web page and reload. You still get the same thing. Now, in case you want to get the class of an element, what you want to do, I'm going to head over to the web.html page. You can see I have a heading called class h1, the class name called heading Dom selector. What you want to do is go back to query selector. Query selector here. You want to change this. The class, the way you get the class of an HTML element, you use the period sign or the dots, you call it dots, heading. You save this. I'm going to go back to the web page and reload. You can see the heading Dom selector, the color has been changed to red. The other two popular way you can use actually is called, but you use this when you have multiple elements bearing the same tag name, ID name, or class name. It's called document get element by tag name. Now you can use this when you have multiple elements with the same tag name. Like if I have multiple P tags in a HTML file, I can put a P and this will work. But this won't work now because if I save this and head over to the browser and reload the web page, you can see go back to the normal color which is black. When you have multiple tags, you can use that tag selector. Document the get element by get elements with a more than one by class name. We have multiple tags with the same class name. You can use this one too. You want to put a period in front of the class. If you're using the query selector, you want to put a period. But if you're using the class name, you don't just put any period, just put the name of the tag of the class name, which is heading. Then you save, you head over to the browser, you reload, you run. This is how you use the JavaScript Dom selectors. I hope the video gave you a very clear understanding of what you want to use JavaScript Dom selectors to do when you're coding the HTML elements. To further do again, I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Please be sure to subscribe. And to then, guys, I'm signing out.